All right, guys, welcome back. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. All right, today we've got a really cool video for you. We're gonna be showing you a nice budget AR. I'm gonna go ahead and just unload this thing for a second. I didn't finish the whole mag there in the intro, but this is a Delton Sport. And the cool thing about a rifle like this is they can be had for a very reasonable amount of money. And I know a lot of folks have been asking us to show off more budget-friendly builds. Lots of folks right now are trying to procure guns for self-protection, life and liberty, and you know, there's a very unsettling environment in the country right now, and a lot of people are looking to protect themselves. Not everybody has a pile of money laying around to buy the fanciest, newest, and greatest or everything, so there are a lot of options out there that you don't have to spend a ton of money to get a great piece of hardware to protect yourself. So this represents a very basic AR-15. There's not really a whole lot going on here. This is a very basic setup. We've got just, standard style handguard on here with an A2 front sight, relatively pencil weight barrel, not a ridiculously heavy profile barrel. Okay, standard A2 bird cage on it, flat top upper, so very, very functional. This particular gun came installed with a commercial buffer tube on it. We opted to install a mil-spec buffer tube. I did upgrade a few bits of hardware, not a lot. Very, very functional, simple upgrades. I added some of this Thrill furniture. So they're Thrill RTC grip. Very nice texture on that. So it is compatible with any standard AR-15 grip. It comes with a standard A2 grip installed from the factory. And these guns are like $700, so very reasonable. They're right there in that price point of a good entry-level AR. And then the buttstock that we added is the Thrill. This one is called the CCS, and this one has a pair of QD points. So you actually get multiple QD points on this particular stock, which is really nice. And then if you look close, you can see these slots right here that are in the rear and on the underneath of the stock. You can actually run a standard sling on there if you want to. So you got lots of sling mounting options. And then this particular stock too, one of the cool things about it is that you've got this slot right here that you could, if you wanted to like wrap something or put some type of accessory on there, you could do that. So lots of space, and of course it's fully adjustable on any mil-spec tube. The magazines we're running are also Thrill magazines. And this is sort of like I guess it's kind of like their take on a PMag. And they're priced very reasonable, okay? And I do like the texture on the bottom. You've got a bit of rubberized texture here on the bottom of the magazine. And then of course where you grip the mag to, insert or pull it out, lots of nice texture there. So it's just another good option if some of you are looking into AR mags. The optic that we chose to put on this is a Holosun model 530. This is the green model. This is a shake awake model, so when you pick it up, it comes on, and it's got the little solar panel built in to help it run too. So these are actually really, really nice optics, but they're not ridiculously expensive. This optic I got through Optics Planet. I think they're like $439 or maybe like right at $400. I've seen them on sale sometimes for like $389. So one thing that a lot of people need to remember when you're looking into an entry-level AR is don't think, okay, well the gun itself is $700 or $800 or whatever the price is. Don't think you're done there. You got to factor in optic. I would factor in a sling for sure. You're gonna have to factor in ammunition, additional magazines. So those are extra things that you gotta think about. This sport model comes installed with a backup sight. So it does come with iron sights ready to go right out of the box. We opted to add the Holosun and the Thrill furniture. Another thing that I'm trying out that's new here today for me, you guys know we've been running the Howard lights a lot. So it's funny, I've got a guest here with me today. I'm gonna let his identity be a mystery for the time being, but he runs these Walker razors all the time. And it's funny, he came pulling up and was like, hey, I see you're running Walker razors. And I normally run Howard lights. So I've been experimenting with these, and I'm a little vain. I do love the patriotic appearance of this Ear Pro, which is really cool. They are noise canceling. They work very similar to the way the Howard lights do. We've got tons of those laying around, but these are great. And Walker's also makes a set of in-ears that we're going to be experimenting with as well. It actually comes with like an app. You download the app, and the Ear Pro works in conjunction with the app, and you can dial in just the right amount of everything. Really cool stuff. All right, so I'm going to put my Ear Pro back on. We're going to shoot this gun a little bit more. Now, we've got this red dot green dot, but we have the dot sight, this Holosun, dialed down really low. If you're going to shoot long range with a red dot and you're not going to use any form of like a magnifier, you always want to make sure that you dial this dot down as low as you can stand it. Now luckily out here it's kind of overcast, so it's not super sunny, so I can get away with dialing down this dot really, really small. So remember, like the whole concept of aim small, miss small, that holds true here. If you're going to shoot over, 100 yards with a red dot, the tinier you can dial it down, the better. You want a nice, precise pointing aim point, okay? And I'm just having fun here. This is a very basic setup. It's all down to the shooter. And it's just a military trigger in this thing, nothing crazy. All right, we've got a coyote target over there on the left. You're probably not gonna be able to see it in the camera angle, but I'm gonna try to shoot that coyote 300 yards with a red dot sight. What's the worst that could happen here, Mr. Coyote? See if we got him.
You favored over his back. You got him.
Okay, we got a dead coyote. All right, now this is really, really gonna be crazy here. I've got a gopher target down there. All right, he's about 8 inches tall and his little belly is about this wide. It's really tiny. This is, I'm really dumb for trying to take this shot, but you know what? Remember, we said aim small, miss small. I've got the dot dialed down really low. Let's see if I can hit a gopher target at 300 yards with a basic sport model Delton here.
Go for Everett?
Go for Everett. Oh boy, I can barely see it. We're not gonna make excuses, we're just gonna do it.
Just past his nose. Just past his belly on the right. Right behind his back.
That little guy.
Behind his back.
Yeah, it's a small target. So in terms of accuracy, what do you think we're really getting out of this thing? Maybe about 10 inches at 300, something like that?
So we were seeing about 3 MOA with the red dot with ball ammo.
Mm-hmm.
So at that range, we're talking probably 8 to 10 inches, yeah.
Okay, so we're kind of getting around him.
He's in the cone of safety, as they say.
He is in the safety cone. I do feel like we owe our viewers at least one bullet hitting that gopher. I'm gonna try again. Come on, we can do it.
Oh! All right, there you go.
All right, 8-inch popper. This is also a tiny target. This is a head-sized target at 300 yards with a red dot and a real basic AR here with a pencil barrel. The ammunition that we are shooting is surplus Lithuanian Triple G 62 grain unpainted SS-109. I must argue probably the best, the finest surplus ammo on the planet. All right, 8-inch popper. Woo, that's tiny.
Just off at 3 o'clock. Just off at 7 o'clock. Just right again.
It's a tiny target, my man. All right, I'm gonna have at the gong here.
She's definitely stringing around a bit.
Well, it is a relatively light barrel profile.
It is.
So as it begins to heat up, you know, you are going to get a little bit of stringing here and there. And the handguard design on something like a sport model is definitely going to inhibit those vibrations a good bit as well, and can really cause some harmonic issues as the barrels heat up. These are great little guns, and when I made a Instagram post about this particular rifle, a bunch of you chimed in and were saying, hey, you know, I've got thousands of rounds for my Delton and I've been really happy with it. So that was great for me to hear that, you know, that a lot of you guys are happy with it. And who knows, perhaps the meltdown gods may weigh in as well on this particular upper. We have melted down quite a few. If you haven't checked out our videos, we have a series called Meltdown where we take various guns and we shoot them on select fire until they stop running. And sometimes they catch on fire, and yeah. So the other sort of entry-level DI gun that we did was a Smith & Wesson Sport 2. And it did fairly well, so who knows, perhaps we will visit this particular video with a meltdown episode just to see how well this particular gun can do. So I'm glad we were able to get a Delton out, working really nice. Thrill Furniture is doing really nice. I love the Walker Ear Pro. I'm gonna experiment with these Ear Pro a little bit more, and I'll let you guys know what I think. I need to add some of those wraps on the top. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit of a fairy. I like to have my nice comfortable wrap there. We get those, who do we get those from? Coltac or Flatline? Okay, our guys at Flatline Ear Pro wraps make the Ear Pro wrap that go on here, the nice comfortable padded Ear Pro wrap. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. This is just meant to be a quick look here at this particular gun. We're gonna do some more work with it, and this gun's gonna be the little ugly duckling, red-headed stepchild. Okay, we're gonna beat up on this thing, play with it. I'm gonna loan it out, let some friends of mine beat the crap out of it, and we'll let you know how it holds up. So thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. Consider picking up a man can, going over and picking up a t-shirt on Ballistic Ink. Thank you so much to our Patreon supporters. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time.